My name is JT Hydrick, and I will be making a persuasive speech on implementing mandatory financial literacy courses in high school. Think for a moment about your first major financial decision after high school, whether it was signing a lease, taking out a student loan, or simply managing a paycheck. Did you feel truly prepared to handle that complex financial world, or did you learn everything the hard way? For most of us, the answer is the latter. As a student who has navigated the challenges of personal finance while juggling school and life, after researching the national debt crisis facing young people, I am convinced that our education system is failing to provide the most crucial life skill of all: how to manage money. Requiring financial literacy courses in high school is a critical, high impact intervention that directly combats youth debt, reduces the national wealth gap, and equips young adults with the essential skills for lifelong economic stability. Today, I will demonstrate this necessity by showing you three things. First, the alarming state of financial literacy among young adults and the high cost of this ignorance. Second, how a mandatory, comprehensive curriculum is the most effective solution. Finally, the massive long term benefits of financial education for both individuals and the national economy. Let us begin by examining the scale of the problem facing today's high school graduates. Financial illiteracy is a costly crisis for young adults and is severely limiting their future economic power. Students are graduating into an economically complex world without the necessary foundational knowledge. The National Financial Educators Council found in 2023 that financial illiteracy cost the average American $1,838 per year, according to a 2023 study by the Council for Economic Education. Only 25 states require students to take a standalone personal finance course to graduate high school. This resulting knowledge gap is stark. Only 57% of American adults are considered financially literate, and this number is worse among younger generations. This lack of knowledge directly translates into devastating debt and instability. A 2021 study by the Brookings Institution noted that college students are increasingly burdened by student loan debt, and many do not understand the compounding interest or repayment terms. The average debt for individuals aged 18 to 24, excluding mortgage debt, has risen significantly, driven by credit card balances and auto loans. Many young people are unable to distinguish between responsible credit use and predatory lending practices, trapping them in cycles of high interest debt. This overwhelming evidence of economic instability shows that the current optional or integrated approach to financial education is inadequate. Therefore, we must look at a direct mandatory solution. The solution must be a mandatory comprehensive financial literacy course implemented in the junior or the senior year of high school. Mandating the course ensures that the education reaches every student, regardless of their background or post-graduation plans. A mandatory course removes the systemic bias that often prevents students from lower income or financially vulnerable households from accessing this vital knowledge. Requiring the course in the junior or the senior year places the instruction immediately before students face major financial decisions, maximizing retention and real world applicability. The curriculum must be comprehensive, practical, and focused on real world outcomes. The course should cover fundamental topics such as budgeting, saving, understanding credit scores and reports, and the mechanics of compounding interest. Crucially, it must dedicate segments to deciphering student loans, understanding contracts like leases, and the basics of investing, retirement accounts, and taxes. A study published by the Journal of Family and Economic Issues found that states requiring financial education see a decrease in students using high-interest payday loans. If we implement this mandatory course, the benefits will far extend beyond individual students, creating positive ripple effects across the entire economy. Mandatory financial literacy creates significant long-term benefits for individuals and the broader national economy. Financial literate individuals are better equipped to build wealth and secure their retirement. Students with financial education are significantly more likely to save money and contribute to retirement accounts earlier in life, benefiting from decades of compounding returns. This course can help close the wealth gap by giving every student, regardless of family income, the tools necessary for upward mobility and responsible asset accumulation. The overall economic stability of the country improves when its citizens are financially responsible. When individuals manage debt better and avoid financial crises, there is less reliance on government, social safety nets, and fewer bankruptcies. A financially educated populace is better positioned to participate in market economies, increasing overall consumer confidence and investment activity. We have seen the depth of the crisis, recognized the necessary solution, and explored the immense potential benefits. Let us now draw our final thoughts together. Today, I argued that high schools must require a dedicated financial literacy course. We first examined the current crisis of financial literacy and costly debt among young people. We then established the necessity of a mandatory comprehensive course in the junior or senior year. Finally, we looked at the powerful benefits this intervention provides for individual wealth building and national economic stability. Ultimately, integrating a mandatory financial literacy course is not just an elective recommendation, it is an economic imperative that ensures our next generation is not crippled by avoidable debt, but is instead empowered towards lifelong financial success. I urge you to join the growing movement calling for this change. Visit the Council for Economic Education website to see if your state is one of the 25 that does not currently mandate this course. Then write an email to your local school board representative or state legislator demanding that they prioritize this requirement. The financial future of our youth depends on the education we choose to provide today. Let us give every high school graduate the most valuable diploma of all, a genuine knowledge of how money works. Thank you.